Imagine a people so determined to forge their own destiny that they sacrificed everything: homes, lives, and legacies for the dream of a homeland. On August 14, 1947, Pakistan was born from the ashes of colonial rule, testament to the unyielding spirit of millions of Muslims led by Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. This is the story of how a vision became reality: the Pakistan movement, the two-nation theory, and the partition of India that changed the subcontinent forever. Welcome to HistoriSync's special episode on Pakistan Independence Day. Whether you're searching for 14 August history or the role of Quaid-e-Azam in Pakistan's creation, join us as we honor the sacrifices that shaped a nation. Won't believe the resilience that built Pakistan. The story of Pakistan's independence begins in the shadows of British colonial rule, which dominated India from 1857 onward. After the decline of the Mughal Empire, Muslims in the subcontinent faced marginalization under British policies that favored Hindu-majority communities in education and governance. By the late 19th century, leaders like Sir Syed Ahmad Khan recognized the need for Muslim self-reliance. He founded the Aligarh Muslim University in 1875, educating a new generation to compete in a British-dominated system. Research from historian Stanley Welpert's Jinnah of Pakistan highlights how Sir Syed's two-nation theory laid the groundwork, arguing that Hindus and Muslims were distinct nations with separate cultures, religions, and identities. This idea gained traction as communal tensions rose during the Indian National Congress's dominance. Allama Iqbal, the poet-philosopher, amplified this in his 1930 Allahabad address, envisioning a separate Muslim state. According to Iqbal's writings in Bang-e-Dara, he saw Islam as a unifying force against colonial division. These early efforts weren't just intellectual, they were a call to action against discrimination, setting the stage for the Muslim League's formation in 1906. What drove these leaders? A fear of permanent minority status in a Hindu-majority India. As we explore further, you'll see how this awakening ignited a movement that demanded nothing less than freedom. Enter Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the Quaid-e-Azam, or great leader, whose vision transformed a dream into destiny. Born in 1876, Jinnah started as a barrister in London, advocating for Indian unity in the Congress. But by the 1920s, as detailed in Ayesha Jalal's The Sole Spokesman, he grew disillusioned with communal politics and championed Muslim rights through the All India Muslim League. The turning point came in 1940 with the Lahore Resolution, calling for independent Muslim states. Jinnah's speech declared, "Muslims are a nation by any definition of a nation," solidifying the two-nation theory. Backed by research from the Pakistan Historical Society, this resolution galvanized millions. Despite opposition from Congress leaders like Gandhi and Nehru, the 1940s brought the Quit India movement and World War II, where Muslims supported the British in exchange for post-war independence promises. Jinnah's negotiations at the Simla Conference in 1945 and the Cabinet Mission Plan in 1946 showcased his diplomatic prowess. But when talks failed, direct action ensued. The League's 1946 election victory, winning 90% of Muslim seats, proved the demand for Pakistan was undeniable. Yet, this path was paved with sacrifice. Communal riots in Calcutta and Bihar claimed thousands of lives. It's documented in the Partition of India by Ian Talbot. Jinnah's steadfast leadership turned despair into hope, but the cost was immense. How did he rally a divided community? The answer lies in his unshakable belief in Muslim identity. Keep watching to see how it led to freedom. The birth of Pakistan wasn't given. It was earned through blood, tears, and unbreakable resolve. As partition loomed in 1947, the Radcliffe Line divided British India, displacing 14 million people in the largest mass migration in history. Muslims from India faced horrific violence, with trains arriving in Pakistan carrying dead bodies. As recounted in The Great Partition by Yasmin Khan, estimates from the United Nations suggest up to 2 million died in riots and massacres, with women and children bearing the brunt of atrocities. Quaid-e-Azam Jinnah, despite his failing health from tuberculosis, rallied the nation with speeches like his August 11, 1947 address, declaring Pakistan a state of equality for all. Leaders like Liaquat Ali Khan and Fatima Jinnah stood beside him, sacrificing personal lives for the cause. The Muslim League's Direct Action Day in 1946, though tragic, highlighted the urgency. leading to Britain's acceptance of partition. According to the British Library's archives, Jinnah's negotiations with Lord Mountbatten sealed the deal. But the human cost was staggering: families torn apart, properties lost, and identities rebuilt in a new homeland. What fueled this sacrifice? Quest for religious freedom and cultural preservation, as Muslims feared marginalization in a Hindu-majority India? This wasn't just independence. It was a rebirth through fire. As we approach the climax, you'll see how these losses forged Pakistan's resilient identity. On August 14, 1947, Pakistan emerged as a sovereign nation, with Jinnah as its first governor-general. Midnight marked the transfer of power from Britain, celebrated with fireworks in Karachi and Lahore amid the chaos of migration. Jinnah's radio address proclaimed, "Pakistan is now a sovereign state," a moment captured in the Pakistan Times newspaper. The flag, designed by Amaruddin Kidwai, symbolized Muslim unity green and minorities white. But the journey didn't end there. Early challenges like the Kashmir conflict and economic rebuilding tested the new nation. As researched in Jinnah, India, Partition Independence by Jaswant Singh, Jinnah's vision of a democratic, inclusive Pakistan inspired generations, though his death in 1948 left a void. Today, the 14th of August honors not just independence, but the sacrifices of millions who gave their lives for a homeland where Muslims could preserve their identity. From the Lahore Resolution to the creation of Pakistan, this was a triumph of perseverance. As we conclude, reflect, how has this legacy shaped modern Pakistan? The story of Pakistan's independence is one of profound sacrifice, visionary leadership, and unyielding faith. Quaid-e-Azam Jinnah and millions of Muslims gave everything to secure a homeland, forging an identity that endures today. As we celebrate the 14th of August, remember the lives lost and the spirit that prevailed. What aspect of this journey inspires you most? Share in the comments. We love hearing your stories. If this episode moved you, subscribe for more cinematic explorations of history. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, X, for exclusive updates. Until next time, keep honoring the past. Pakistan Zindabad.